Have you ever begged God for justice? Maybe someone hurt you, lied about you, betrayed you. Or maybe you've just looked at all the evil in the world and wondered, God, when will you do something? In Revelation 6, 9 through 17, we get a rare and raw glimpse into that cry for justice. But we also learn something deeper about God's anger, His timing, and how He responds to pain. Not like us, but as a holy and perfect judge. Let's break it down. The souls crying out for justice, verses 9 to 10. When the fifth seal is opened, John sees the souls of people who were killed for following Jesus. They're not forgotten. They're right under the golden altar in heaven, close to God's presence. And what are they doing? They're crying out for justice. Not revenge, not hatred, just a deep, desperate plea. How long, Lord, until you judge and avenge our blood? This shows something powerful. God hears the cries of the faithful. Your pain is not invisible to Him. Your suffering doesn't get lost in the noise. Even if justice feels delayed on earth, heaven is listening. God's timing is different. Verse 11. But instead of immediate action, each soul is given a white robe and told to wait a little longer. Why? Because God's justice isn't reactionary, it's perfectly timed. He isn't rushed by emotion or pressure like we are. He knows who else is still to come, and He waits until the full number of faithful witnesses is complete. This isn't neglect, it's divine patience, a justice that doesn't miss a thing, but moves at the right time. The sixth seal, the earth shakes. Verses 12 through 14. When the sixth seal is opened, everything changes. John describes a terrifying scene. A great earthquake. The sun turns black. The moon becomes like blood. Stars fall. The sky splits. Mountains and islands move. It's apocalyptic. But more than that, it's symbolic of God shaking the world awake. It's a wake-up call. A clear sign that what people thought was stable and unshakable is no longer secure. When God moves, no power on earth can stop Him. The fear of God's anger, verses 15 through 17. What happens next is telling. The kings, the rich, the powerful, the generals, everyone hides in fear. They cry for the mountains to fall on them just to escape the wrath of the Lamb. But here's the twist. God's anger isn't like ours. Human anger is reactive, petty, and flawed. But the Lamb's anger, Jesus' anger, is holy, just, and precise. It's not aimed at those who trust in Him, but at everything that opposes Him: injustice, cruelty, pride, rebellion. If you belong to Him, you have nothing to fear from His wrath, because the Lamb who judges is also the Lamb who died for you. Revelation 6, 9 through 17 reminds us of three things. God hears every cry for justice. He waits, not because He's weak, but because His plan is bigger. And His wrath is real, but it's not against those who trust in Him. So if you're suffering, stay faithful. If you're tired of waiting, keep trusting. And if you've been running from God, now is the time to return. If this stirred something in your heart, don't ignore it. Spend time today asking God to give you peace in the waiting. Pray for the strength to keep trusting when justice feels delayed. Share this with someone who needs to know that God sees them. And if you've never trusted in the Lamb, Jesus, do it today. Because the same Jesus who brings justice is also the one who offers mercy.